We're here.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Sean Graves. This is the Evil Hour. We are your hosts. And this guy over, what, that direction?
Yeah.
Red Pipe,
You
by the
got,
way?
you got it. You got
Yeah,
it.
I do.
It's Rastrophic / down.
And in today's episode,
Yes.
we are going to be talking about video game genres. Which ones are our favorite?
Yeah.
And why they are, all those things. We'd love to hear what your guys' favorite video game genres are as well. And be sure to follow, subscribe, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, and share along with your friends as well. First of all, shout out to the moderators out there, and of course to our guy Big Mike, who has been holding down the fan base, by the way, all on his
Absolutely.
own. Seriously, I see that man's work, and it is his peak.
Oh my god, yeah.
Um, right?
It's funny. He
Like
joined
I'm
in my
sitting
live stream the other day. He goes, "Oh my god, you and Sean live. I don't know what to do." He's like, "I just got you both on. I'm just working on the Discord."
the man's a miracle worker, seriously. Rat. Uh any updates?
Yeah, man. So I've been working 12s nonstop, and unfortunately, last week I've gotten really sick. I got
Same here.
a bad
I'm
fever.
very nasally.
I'm very nasally. I still got a cough too, so apologies if we're both coughing and everything. I am not sick no more, but I just have now, like you said, I'm just congested. So besides
Right.
that, though, man, that was gonna sound bad, but this is gonna sound bad. But unlike you, all right, that's how I'm gonna have to put it. Sorry. Tuesday, Silent Hill F drops for me. So
Yes.
yeah,
You guys will be able to hang out with me on Thursdays though.
go
It'll
nice,
be all
Stefano.
right.
Yeah. So
What's up, Stefano?
what about yourself? Any in-house news for
Okay.
yourself?
Actually a lot. So, 4 years ago, I started writing music for my electronic music project, Post Omnis.
Oh yeah.
We're done. Our music is finally uploaded to distributor, and I just got taken care of the packaging. So this will be the first time that my music has actually ever been like professionally pressed on CDs,
Right on.
like with the cover and like all the artwork and everything. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
super excited about this, bro. Since like I've been doing this thing since like 2008, and we've got vocalists on it. We've got a couple of local gals, a gal over in Colorado who's an old friend of mine,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, I'll be singing on a couple of tracks. And by the way, you don't know this, but I sent you a digital package
Oh.
via email with a zip file, okay?
Oh okay.
And that has all the songs and the artwork, all the things that pretty much, yeah, are like there.
appreciate
That's
that.
there.
Thank
Like
you.
what? Yeah. So, I have tasked my moderators for watching me on Twitch, to listen. You guys are the only ones who are getting the album exclusively. So, because it's dropping February 20th next year.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that's when you're going to be able to hear, like, you'll be able to see the album like live on Spotify, iTunes, freaking Deezer. I think Napster's still a thing for some reason. I don't know. But like
Right.
but it's been like this huge project that I've been working on for like years on end, and then I drop it and then I pick it back up and I drop it and I pick it back
Yeah,
up,
you
and
finally did
you
it.
know,
That's the main thing right there.
seriously, it was wild because like just the other day, as I'm telling the boyfriend unit about it, he was just like, bro, it was like kind of just mosey pacing, and now it's like boom, okay, we got like a deadline to meet in 4 or 5 months.
Oh
And I was
yeah.
like, yeah, there's a lot of work to do between now and February. I just want to make sure that the album, like, obviously gets off on the right foot and
Yeah.
and things like that. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that. But yeah, my moderators, that means Lightbright Indy, King J935, Go Johnny Go 85, yourself, and I'm tasking you guys to listen to the album
Oh,
in
yeah.
full and pick out 2 songs that stood out the most to you guys.
I got you.
There's a reason why, though. I
Oh,
can't tell you.
okay.
But
All right.
Got to keep those a little secret. But anyway, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, also, I watched The Long Walk last week by Stephen King. Holy
Oh,
crap.
that's a good, yes.
Oh my god, dude. That
Right?
movie was awesome.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that was that. You ready to get in this?
I'm ready to get into this. All right. Dom, what genre of video games? What's your first video game
Yeah,
genre,
right
and
now.
why do you like it so much? Is
I
it?
imagine it's your first too.
I think I did the inverse of what
Oh,
I
no.
thought you were
I mean, I can start that way too if you want. All right, we're keeping it raw. All right, I got you. Horror games.
That's how I like it. I love it. I love it. But Dom, I love it raw.
There you go. There you go. You heard from the man first, bro. Nah, so horror games. We're the Evil Hour podcast. Come on, what do we talk about here, Silent Hill?
Right.
No, so there's a specific reason though why horror games is always my favorite. Because at the end of the day, I don't care who you are, a lot of people who aren't into the horror game genres are always gonna say there's always there's the same scares, there's this, there's that, there's the same monsters, and in all reality, yes and no. And I am a big hard on the no offense, and here's why. So
Okay.
deep and dive into it. When you come to your AAA horror game titles, yes, you know, you got the zombies, you got the Resident Evil, you got the freaking Silent Hills. Like, I'm not saying that, like, you know, there's other ones. Like, people are like, well, they didn't mention this. There's obviously a lot of AAA title games out there that are horror. And those are good. Yes, those are some of the fans' favorite. Yes. Silent Hill being ours, you know, Resident Evil being others, and so on and so forth.
Sure.
With that being said, though, what I specifically want to get into is indie horror.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with indie horror to the full max because there is no other horror game out there that is just like an indie horror. Because let me tell you what, I hope if we ever make it big, they hear about this because I'm a huge fan of them. Chilia's art, dude, is no freaking joke, dude. I love Chilia's art, and it pisses me off because this is the first year that they have not dropped a game, much like because normally they drop like 2-3 games a year.
Yeah.
Nothing. And I every once in a while, like every 3 months, I'll like type in like, hey, they good, bro? Like, what's going on? Because it's only 2 brothers working in that.
Yeah.
Moving on, and that's just to name a few, but like indie horror, dude, is terrifying. They create and that's the thing that I love about indie horror or horror games in general. Let's just say, even if it is a triple title, is every single one, when it comes to the creature or what the horror is, it is different. Now the jump scares, okay, you know, a door could slam, whatever. Like, I get those kind of jump scares. That's all the same. But the creature designing and how they would kill something or you kill something, because sometimes a horror game is you're the killer. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes off chances.
Sometimes,
it just is a brilliant idea of wow, like somebody actually thought of this. And that's how I get sometimes with Chilia's art is like Chilia's art is low key, like can be real case scenarios. You know, like the last one he recently dropped was I don't know the name off the top of my head, but I'm just going to describe it. Is the one where you're
might be able to remember it,
playing as the Twitch streamer, and actually a dude goes on a rampage and is obsessed with you and starts stalking you, and like that's some real life shit, dude.
Absolutely.
And it's just like crazy, man.
Oh, this is the newer one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I can't think of it to save my life.
I can't think of it either.
And yeah, but it's just a real life shit. And I'm not trying to be that person either, because I know a lot of people out there, especially when it comes to movies, I only like horror if it's like real life scenarios.
Yeah.
And it's like,
oh yeah, no, I get that.
I get that too, but like when it comes to the game, man, but just I like to show some love for this topic of my indie horror game people. And again, I know I just named one, aka Chilia's art, but I have played so many Parasocial, thank you. That's it.
You're welcome.
I have played so many indie horror games where I hate to say it, I don't really pay attention to the devs who made it unless like it was a really damn good indie horror game. And then I'm like, what's their next project or what's the other games? Because if this one's good, then what was before? I'm an indie game horror lover, and that's another thing too. Is when it comes to those games, it's not go to point A to point B, jump scare, blah blah blah, go point B and credits. It's more like, again, I'll use Chili as art here for example. It's like, grab this item out of the fridge. All right, now mop the floor, and you actually got like mop the like areas on the floor, and it's like it makes you do tasks, and it's like little side quests, but then,
little arbitrary things.
Yeah, and it's so it makes me so humble. Like, oh, you found a CD, and it's not even like part of a quest or part of the mission. Holy shit, Big Mike in the cut coming in with 20 bits.
Yo, Mike.
We just
what is
mentioned
up, my guy?
you, my guy. Thank you for the 20 bits, Mike. Yo, give him a shout out real quick.
I got it.
Thank you. Anyway, damn, you were on that. Hit the rolly star with the rolly on. What up, brother? I love that. But yeah, no, so that is why though indie horror and everything is my favorite, and not just indie horror, but horror games, because there's always a different story, there's always a different scare, and there's always a different creature. With that being said, such as Silent Hill F, we're now in a different area that we're not used to with different monsters.
Whole different country.
Like,
a whole other time frame.
Which
the 1960s?
Dude, yes. Which now, in theory, this is now the first Silent Hill. It says Silent Hill Origins, because Silent Hill Origins was the first Silent Hill. By timeline. Yeah. By timeline.
By timeline, yeah. So, by canon, yeah.
I'm just excited for it, because that's why horror is my favorite. There's always is something different, man. By the way, did you hear, not to get off topic, did you hear that apparently there is rumors that this is actually going to be the scariest Silent Hill now?
No, I haven't, because I've been so offline.
Oh yeah, no, when it comes to gameplay and shit, I haven't even watched the newest trailer. Apparently there's a new trailer, haven't even watched it.
I don't even care. We're a week away. What are you gonna show me that I'm not gonna find out?
Yeah. Would y'all ever be down to play Silent Hill together? Oh dude, I would love to, but it's not multiplayer.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, you know what though? Like, I would love to, I mean, well, we talked about that for Silent Hill 2. We just could not figure out how to make that happen.
What me and Sean was talking about, real quick, to answer your question, Big Mike, $100, you gotta be. Yeah. Yeah. So Sean and I talked about how we wanted to, because I've seen other YouTubers do it. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
But they'll be separate from each other, but same gameplay. And they got both of their webcams on. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know how they do it. But we were going to do that for Silent Hill too. So, all right, Sean, you go. What is your first genre?
Well, my first genre is probably the only genre that I ever actually did first play, and it was called text-based adventures.
What?
Yeah. Okay, so back in the day, Dom, before you were alive, before you were even a gleam in the eye of your dad's little eye, a little spark. Here's the thing. Back in the old MS-DOS days, right? Where you had like the big floppy disk, so you had to punch it in, and it did like that chant, right? Yeah. Okay. Back in those days. Oregon Trail, all those things. Those were text-based games.
Oh, really?
So, i.e., you had to type by text and say like look or look around, and it would just give you like a narrative at the bottom of the screen of just what it is that's happening around you.
So this was like point and click before point and click.
So before point and click.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I mean, point and click did come around along with text-based, and so like for example, one of my favorite game companies was called Sierra Games. They had a whole bunch of cool video games. Speaking of indie, you might like this text-based game. It's also an FMV. It was one of the first FMV games to ever be made. It was called Phantasmagoria. You play as a woman who is in this mansion, and then spooky shit happens. But here's the thing. Sierra Games were very well known for like killing you for like no reason.
Oh,
okay? So like it would be like you open the door, and then it'd be like, oh, you tried opening the door and a hole opened up from underneath you, and now you're in a trapped hole and you died. Like it causes you to have to investigate the things that are happening around you. And you have to So like here I am, like 5-6 years old on a Packard Bell computer, right? And Big Mike, if you know, you know. But here I am on a Packard Bell computer, big monitor screen, right? And I'm just like this. Look. and it just tells you everything that your character sees in the screen, and you do something called zips too back in the day, where like you crank up the speed of the video game to like the max, and your character just goes from here to like there.
What the hell?
Just zip. You click on a space in the video game and you just zip to it. It's a whole video game thing, I swear. But King's Quest IV was my first text-based adventure. Have y'all ever played Repo? Yes, I have.
Yes.
I never have, but I heard it's fun and we could run that. Would make a pretty good stream and a great YouTube video. Absolutely. I'm pretty sure it's hard. It is actually hard. Yeah, I have played that. And I like those kinds of games. Co-op scary games are also really good as well. King's Quest, it wasn't necessarily scary, but here's the thing, like it was pixelated art. You know what I mean? Like the old like RBG, or I think they even like got over to like cyan and like the CYM whatever version of colors. But the stories are rich, you know? Like the stories were like just enough to keep me. And it's so weird because I'm not the kind of kid that like I'm still not the kind of person that like I need something actiony to happen. But it was just the cool part of like being a part of technology, you know, when I was a kid and being like, wow, there's a whole story here. Like my parents could not get me to read a book, but I would sit there and read what's on the computer screen and then try to figure it out. Even so much so, it was like having to start those video games, you would have to close Windows as a program, and then it'd be the black screen, and then I had to learn how to direct the computer to go to the exact file directory and then hit enter and say start game, and then it would launch the game. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was that kind of programming that I had to do back then, and that's why I love text-based adventures. And I think like nowadays, like you could still text-based adventure games are not as popular anymore. There are some games that do get produced, but it's just like you with the indie games. They're more indie now. Yeah. And on top of that, like a majority of the games I just mentioned, like King's Quest IV, Phantasmagoria, another one which is like highly inappropriate for kids, but I played it anyway, was called Leisure Suit Larry. It's this guy who just have you heard of it?
It came out on the PS2. Yeah. I never played it.
But... Yeah. So it that game is older than dirt compared to you and me, okay?
Yeah,
like that game is older than me.
Game, and I found out like TikTok. I found out like, dude, that game been out, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yo, I think my parents had like a copy of like Leisure Suit Larry, the fourth game, whatever it's called. And I had no idea.
It's like when you buy Conker's Bad Fur Day, dude.
Yeah, it's like if like a 5 or a 6-year-old was playing Conker's Bad Fur Day and had no idea what was going on. You're just playing a freaking video game. I had no idea it was about a guy trying to get laid.
Oh yeah.
Like I had no clue.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that's my first favorite genre, and you can still play those games online. Like the DOS games are so small because we're talking kilobytes, of information, and the sound quality is not that great. Boop. I mean, like, yeah, it's like the little like square sounds or like, you know, short static sounds for like, I don't know, a cymbal or
that's why I kind of respect
beat.
An old game actually now. It's called I'm Scared, but same thing. Like when the ghost face is chasing you, you're it's like, oh Jesus Christ, dude, it scares the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
That's all you hear.
What I also really love about those games, about text-based adventure games, is that they worked with what they had.
Oh yeah, and it worked great.
You know? Yeah, exactly. I mean, much like the PlayStation 1, it's not a great machine, but I mean, like Banjo-Kazooie, or not Banjo-Kazooie, I'm sorry, Crash Bandicoot.
Yep.
Hijacked the technology that was actually inside that machine. I just recently, speaking of Silent Hill, I just recently saw a video called Silent Hill Out of Bounds.
Yeah.
It is. Did you see the video?
Yeah, I know the video, dude, where like it just appears every. I was like, what the fuck, dude? You watch all those videos or just the one?
Just the one.
Oh, dude has multiple fucking videos, man. Like.
Yeah. I think it's brilliant, but it's also quite crazy, like how much like uh it's crazy how much like information they packed into that one video game,
Oh yeah.
and then we're just enjoying it. We're just immersing ourselves into it.
I see you typing. Yeah, hey man, thanks for another 10 bits, Big Mike. I appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you, Big Mike.
Um, yeah, no.
So what's your?
Fuck. Oh. What? No. You're fine. How's it? Oh yeah, no. Theory that I have, which I feel like is true, but at the time I didn't really think it, is the reason why horror games were so much scarier back then is because you didn't know what the fuck you were looking at, and I'm a firm believer on that. You know, I'm like, because like, dude, you play these PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1 classic horror games, and my God, the sounds, the visual designs, it's terrifying, dude.
Yeah, I mean, even like, okay, so again, in King's Quest IV, there's a whole section where you're playing in a graveyard.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to, there's a ghost in the mansion, and you have to, and they'll give you a clue as to who you're supposed to go and dig up in the graveyard, and you have a shovel, but if you use it too many times, the shovel will break, and then you have to restart. Right. So the thing is like those zombies that would come up out of the grave and try to chase you down.
Yeah.
If you don't have like a necklace or something like that around your neck, then they'll just dissolve. They'll dissolve if you have the necklace on, but if you don't have it on, then it's like, you know, you're running for your life to the next screen, and then you have to click back in, and you have to go read the next tombstone or whatever, you know? And again, this is pixelated art, you know what I mean? Where you have to type, you have to pre-type, look at tombstone, hit enter, and then go back into the screen, like by making your character go into the next frame. And then you have to press the space bar and then hit enter, and then it'll tell you what your character's looking at. It's so crazy. Like, I think these kids, I hate to say it, but I feel like kids these days, they have it so much easier of a given, right? As opposed to working for the information, working for playing the game. You know what I mean? Because text-based games, oh my gosh, it's another world.
And my next one, which I don't know really what it is. I thought it was always an MMO, but I guess now I had to switch my thing. It's an RPG.
Okay.
But the next thing, surprisingly enough, and I hate to admit it, I'm not a diehard fan. And before I say my answer, is like, I'm not like, it's like I buy the game once every 5 years, and that's whatever the newest relative one is. Pokemon. Dude, I am a sucker for Pokemon.
You know, the way you lead it up, I'm like, what the fuck do I buy every 5 years? That like, I'm thinking to myself, like, what would, if I was Dom, what video game would I buy every 5 years? If I was Sean, what video games would I buy every 5 years? Pokemon was not one of them. That was not on the bingo card.
No, I saw. I'm not like, opening cards. Like, I'm not like that guy. You know? But I always hate to admit it, but I don't really necessarily want to say RPGs are my favorite genre. It's just, they are if it's strictly just Pokemon. I'll be honest with you. I am a nerd of Pokemon. You know, I if I get for a minute, but we got Squirtle right here too. Like,
you're a Squirtle?
Yeah, dude, I got Bulbasaur.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, I love Pokemon, and I hate to admit it, but that one's kind of short, and that's why I just want to say that now, because yeah, that's pretty much it for the RPGs. It's just, that's crazy. I hate to say it, when it comes to Pokemon, they all are the same. You just get different legendaries and maybe different maps.
The map's a little different, you know. Your starters are a little different.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. But and your legendaries are now different. But yeah, no, I'm a sucker for Pokemon. So that's strictly.
Sarah's like, Dom's confession.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. I don't need to be right back. You can entertain them real quick because it's low.
Yeah, no worries. That's crazy. So yeah, like speaking on Pokemon, anyone out there in the chat who happens to be a Pokemon uh, green, red, blue, yellow fan, that is my camp. Those are my Pokemon. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Yellow, of all of them, where you have Pikachu walking behind you throughout the whole thing. I got the blue flame Charizard, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the way that like I had to have my brother and I had only one Game Boy, and then we had to share our games together, right? Aw, thank you so much for the stretch there, buddy. Ah, thank you, Owen. Yeah, like it's the way that I would have to keep the Pokemon Yellow video game away from my little brother, and having to explain to my mom, of all people, why my little brother could not play Pokemon, because if he fucked up my video game play, it was gonna be on like Donkey Kong. Like,
Real
dead
quick,
serious.
I gotta
What's
do
up?
Bean Boozle apparently, and I just want to throw this out here.
Oh!
I just want to throw this
Hold
out
on,
here.
hold on.
Oh, you
Hold
got
on, hold
one
on.
too, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
shit. The
Let's do
podcast
it.
Bean Boozle. What is the best?
There we go.
So my thing is, you do a Bean Boozle, and then you gotta answer a random question. The random question is, what is
Alright.
the best video game of all time? Easily. And I got fucking tattooed on my skin for life, bro.
Right, same
Oh,
here.
yeah. This is fire.
Alright.
Real quick, I got toothpaste or berry blue. Before I eat this, and before you tell me yours, ever since I got this fucker and people have been making me do it, I have not got one single goddamn good one. And that's fine, because honestly, if I eat all the bad ones, then I just know they're all good when people do them on me. Toothpaste and berry blue doesn't sound bad either way. So.
I have dirty dishwater and birthday cake.
Well, I hope the best for you. I got toothpaste. I told you, dude. I get the worst ones every freaking time. Every freaking time. Like, it's not even bad though. I'll take toothpaste over the barf and the dog bull crap. And the one that made me laugh is, so this is the newest update one. I don't know if you have it, but the newer ones are burnt rubber, licorice, or wet dog and top banana. And honestly, I got the burnt rubber and it wasn't bad, because joke's on them, I'm low-key a mechanic. So I know what burnt rubber tastes like, and it literally tastes like it, and I didn't really mind it. So
I guess I have the can. I have the 6th edition. It says 6th edition. 6th edition.
Ah, 7th edition. I didn't know there's different editions.
Me neither. I just saw it like right there. I was like, oh no shit.
Yep.
Mine has liver and onions.
Ugh.
Old bandage. Those are the new ones.
Dude, the old bandage. Have you got that yet?
Yes.
Oh my god, that one. I
that was that was a quick. I
sped it out, and then I was a man, and I had to like re-eat it because I was like, no, we can't be a pussy, dude.
It's the way
thanks,
I
Big
had
Mike.
to be.
I need to make him a fucking moderator. Look at what he just did.
Seriously. Hold on, I think I
is
got that
Big
for you.
Mike about to become moderate status, bro?
I think so.
Is that time? You need to do that on your end too.
Let's see.
Yeah, no, I have not got a single good goddamn bean, dude. He said, I've been ready.
I've been ready. He's like, I've been here before.
I played these games before.
No. I can't. No, that's on your end. I can't do that for you.
Oh, you just hold on. 17 minutes. I think you timed him
What
out.
the hell?
You timed him out for 10
Did
seconds.
I?
You timed him out for 10 seconds.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Big Mike, no, come back. How do I stop it?
He flipped you off. He's back. You're good.
It's the way that as I'm scrolling on my phone to do your how do I
That's gift sub. I thought
timeout. There we go. I got him. I got him back.
Give 10,000 subs. Too late now. I wish, bro.
Yo, it's the way that I was scrolling to try to see if I can make him a moderator, and I was like, huh, That's weird. It keeps on saying that I'm trying to time him out. I was like, no. Like, I kept on saying no to it, but it said, fine. It's fine.
Mod comment. Add as mod. Here we go. I got it. Big Mike
There we
has been
go.
a moderator.
Everyone, congratulations.
Yes. Yo, send a text, Big Mike. I want to see that sword next to your name now.
Yeah, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah, right?
You're good, Sean. Don't worry, bro. I thought for a minute you banned him. I was like,
No, and it was no. Like seriously, my phone has been like WAFU. Like it's just been a fucking mess. Like I'll be scrolling in Light Bright Indies stream, and then like for some reason it's like my phone thinks I double tapped on a thing, and then all of a sudden I'm like screwing up her chat room for like no reason. I'm like, I'm so sorry, guys. Maybe I should just be doing this on. Maybe I should just be doing this on what do you call it? On laptop instead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
It's hard.
Nah, you're all good, man. You're all good. Damn, I just.
Ooh, look at those swords.
Yeah, I got mod. I just can't see yet on my screen, but feel free to join the Discord servers, y'all. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, Sean, that was mine. What is your next one?
Okay. Well, speaking of Pokemon, I am a huge fan of green, red, blue, and yellow. I was telling the crew about that, and I was explaining about how when I was a
kid, Sapphire was my very first one.
No.
Oh, you're talking about Emerald. The original fucking
the OGs.
So,
yes.
Fun fact: the blue cartridge was my first one. Don't know what that one was called though, but it had Bulbasaur on the front.
Yes. No. Blastoise.
Blastoise. Sorry, I said Bulbasaur. I know.
Yeah. You're fine.
I thought I knew my Pokemon, so I lied to you guys.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I'm only a fan of the first 150.
Yeah, dude, classics, bro.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but I've been playing Pokemon trading card game TCG.
Oh
right?
Yeah.
On the phone app.
I got that.
Yeah. Okay. Why are we not friends?
That's what I was gonna say. Fake friend. Nah, sorry.
Right. And I'm gonna just say, like, what I like about the game is like it kind of gives you like how to play the card game.
Yeah, it's cool, man. You know, like
because like when we were kids, we tried reading the directions, and then I think we just made up our own.
See,
rules.
what pisses me off about today's time is like I remember when it was a trading card game and like battling and this and that, and now today's times it's like, oh my god, I got the fucking one. It's 10 grand, and I'm like, and now I hate my life, bro. Like.
Yeah, right. Or like, I mean, I remember being there when Pokemon in middle school were just hot fucking cakes.
Yeah.
So much so to the point that like, my schools, I don't know if they're still like this.
Did you see his comment? All I heard is, I beat the shit out of a kid.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I totally feel you on that, Big Mike.
I beat the fuck out of him too.
No. I remember this one kid in middle school. I don't remember his name exactly, but I remember him. He was like so passionate about Pokemon, right? That people like bullied him because of it.
See, and I was like well, that guy. I was like, what a fucking nerd. And then like low key, I was like,
right, yeah. But like this kid was like all about it. Like if you mispronounce like a Pokemon's name, he would correct you.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, like he started like we got no like he and like I sat next to him one day, and I don't know why I decided to do this for the bus trip home, but he got me and him into a fight in the school bus because he was so like, it's a Ghastly, not a Ghostly. It's like, and I'm like saying like, well, he's kind of right. It is a ghost. It's not a, and I get it. It's kind of a gas. So like, it's a Ghastly ghost. It's a ghost. It's a Ghastly. Yeah. He's like, no, it's a Ghastly. It was this whole fight. Fist starts swinging, not towards me, but towards the kid who was like antagonizing him. But then like that kid thought I was fighting him, and then I was like, I'm not really fighting anybody, but like it was a whole thing. And like the bus driver had to like pull over and like break all the kids up. It was a mess. Pokemon back in the early 1999, 2000, it was a mess. It was a mess. So much so, like they had like told kids like, don't bring your Pokemon cards to school.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, like straight up, like don't bring anything Pokemon, anything.
We've been like that before, not Pokemon related, but just on some stuff where they're like, yeah, it's done.
Was it? I was gonna be like, was it cocaine?
No, that was the cops. Apparently, that's illegal.
Yeah. So like, Pokemon has like some baked in memories for me that are, I mean, they're fun. They're fun memories.
Oh my god,
to
do
look
you
back
remember
at.
the whole like Pokemon and church people crisis? That was a thing.
Yeah, the Satanic Panic.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
there.
my grandmother, Grandma Muriel, who I have spoken about in the podcast in passing, she was one of those girls. Because remember, Pokemon came out, and then not too long ago after that, sometime later comes Harry Potter. So we've got
fuck.
right, and I'm gonna say this. I mean, it's the evil hour. We don't give a shit.
Yeah.
TBN was the fucking worst of it. Do you know that channel?
No, I don't.
It was a TV channel. I don't know if it's still on to this day, but I can only imagine that there's still they're probably a multi-billion-dollar
Right.
channel on television these days. But it was called The Bible Network.
Oh no. I know.
Oh,
that.
yes.
Yeah, I know what it is
Yes.
now.
Yes. Yeah. If you know, you know. TBN was probably the worst of it because they would see something that was in pop culture. They'd probably bust open this big. They do exactly what Grandma Muriel would do. They'd see something in pop culture, hear it in the radio, read it in a newspaper or whatever. Someone's got to post some pop culture in the 90s, early 2000s, and then they'd bust out their big ass Bible and then they'd open it to Deuteronomy, ex Leviticus 13:25:1, and you'd be like, it says here that Pokemon's not good for you. Oh, what's that about Oreos? Yeah, that's not good for you either. It's all sin, kids. And then they'd be like, and then they put that, but then they put that out there on TV. And I'm being, hyperbole about it, but that's how it felt being a kid.
Oh,
was
yeah.
like a lot of the Satanic Panic was essentially, we don't understand what this is, so it must be bad,
Right.
and not just being like, I think like kids like us today are just like, we went through that so much in our childhood that we're just gonna say like this, what's a Labubu?
Right, yeah.
I swear to God,
That shit
Labubus
is
will
going-
have that shit will have 5 minutes of life, of shelf life, and then we won't be talking about it for years to come.
I got
The Lord saith, pocket monsters shall not be played.
I feel it, dude.
that was literally what it was. Harry Potter was about wizards and witches,
Right.
and that's apparently satanic. And it's just, it was tough being a kid. It wasn't like the movie Carrie, speaking of Stephen King,
Right.
but
Fun
it may as well have been.
Fun fact, by the way, did you know that the video game came out first before anything else, though? Of
Yeah.
Pokemon? I did not know
Yeah.
that until
Yeah.
this year, I want to say. This year or last year. But it blew my fucking mind because I thought the show and everything was out way before the video games.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, and I remember having a promotional, they used to sell like promotional VHSs
Yeah.
of Pokemon, where it would be like, this lady tells you everything about what Pokemon is, and it was a very white basic woman, and she'd talk about the cars, she'd talk about the little Pikachu.
That's
It was
great.
it was almost like a Tamagotchi,
Right.
but like you had to walk your Pikachu, right? Like that's how you kept your Pikachu alive, was that you would walk your Pikachu every day. It was
Right.
super funny. Yeah, man, dude, that brings back some like very like core memories for me. Pokemon, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm
Not even-
okay nerd about it. Every minute. I don't, like I said, I don't buy every single game. It's like once every whatever.
Yeah.
But I do
yeah.
enjoy them. I do enjoy them.
I can't imagine. I mean, I know why they still are around, Pokemon that is, because I mean, if you have a team who
got
are
banned when I was in middle school. Sarah
Tamagotchis got banned when I was in middle school. They got banned when I was in middle school too. Tamagotchis, Gigapets, and
said.
Furbies.
Furbies
Kids were
got
bringing their
banned?
yes.
What
Kids were
the
bringing their
fuck
Furbies
is
into school
going
because you have to take care of them.
on?
And who's gonna take care of them? Your mom. Your mom's gotta go to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
he's gonna fucking die.
Yeah, and then your Furby dies, and then the batteries are allegedly gone, and then you forget 5 years later that you packed your Furby in the closet, and then you hear hoo coming from your
Been
closet.
there, bro. Been there.
That happened to my cousin, by the way.
That is some horse shit, dude.
I wish I was making it up, but I'm not. Uh, uh.
I had something like that happen to me, and I feel your cousin's pain.
What happened?
I never told
it
you the
wasn't a
story about.
Furby.
No, it wasn't a Furby. It was ET. There was no batteries in it. I remember it was. I want to call my sister up just so she could tell you her side. I was in my sister's room playing with this ET doll. You know, just being a typical guy, just smacking it around and everything.
Oh
And
no.
it fucking talked. And I started laughing. My sister was literally right in front of me. And I turned her around because I was going to take the batteries out. And there was no batteries in it. And I fucking took it and chucked it. And then I started crying. And I ran out of the room. And even my sister was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Yeah, but our house
Wow.
was haunted as shit, though. So we just think it.
Yeah, you told me about that
Yeah.
in season 1. Yeah.
So, what's your
Wow.
second game?
Well, to have more fun with with the classics, Mario and Donkey Kong Country
Okay.
1, 2, and 3 platformers, the classics, man.
Me personally,
So-
I'm gonna cut you off. I'm sorry. I know this is your
You're
topic.
fine.
Donkey Kong Country, best one. Sorry, hands down. All the other ones suck.
I will say Donkey Kong Country 2 takes like Tiz Peak.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. By the way.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Country 2, which I just got done playing
seen
this
that.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So, it's 1997, I think, and it was, excuse me, my birthday in May, and my dad got me a Super Nintendo, and it came with the Donkey Kong Country video game
Ah,
in it,
dude.
right, as a package, and
What a
the whole
starter.
box of it. The whole box of it was themed around Donkey Kong, right?
Oh yeah.
It had Donkey Kong on the front box and all the things, and then like a year later or something like that, some change later, Donkey Kong Country 2 comes out, and that was just amazing. But yo, it's the way that like the graphics were off the hinge with like the 3D rendering, pre-rendering on top of the three-dimensional layers that were on this. The SNES had already been out, just to give you guys a heads up. The SNES had already been out prior to. And that's why we have games like Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, like those games, because they didn't really have like a good like Nintendo just kind of pushed out a product, but they didn't have like a. They thought that resting on their laurels of Mario would work, but when people compared Super Mario World to Super Mario Brothers 3, they realized these are the same graphics. What makes this any different?
Right.
So Rare comes along, pre-renders Donkey Kong, slaps it on a video game, David Wise soundtrack through and through, and it
Great
just blew up
soundtrack,
after
by the
that.
way. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Soundtrack.
David Wise, man, for the win. That guy carved out like a chunk of my life sonically, like to
Oh,
this
yeah.
day. Yeah, and then
See, just like
Yeah,
Resident
yeah.
Evil and Silent Hill, man, I'll be honest with you. You were either a Super Mario fan and Donkey Kong fan or Sonic. And I'm sorry, I could not get behind Sonic. I was a
Yeah,
Mario
my-
and Donkey Kong guy.
yeah, because like my cousin had a, I believe it was a Dreamcast.
Yeah, Sega Dreamcast.
Dreamcast was a competitor to the Super
Yep.
Nintendo, wasn't it?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
Sega.
and I remember seeing like a tube thing, and you have like Sonic and you have Tails, and they're doing the I guess ring thing. Yeah, and I mean the graphics looked cool and all that, but
It was
like
a
I wasn't
cool concept,
captivated to
cool-
play.
Yeah, no, it got boring so fast to me.
Really,
It was just like,
I still haven't played them, so I don't know what I'm missing
oh
out
yeah,
on.
no, you're not. Don't even play it.
Really?
Yep, yeah.
Wow. But then, like, I mean, Sonic is still around, so I mean, it must have
Right,
done
which
something.
blows my mind. It's that fan base, man. It's a good fan base.
Oh, I
There's
guess,
that
yeah.
fan base.
Yeah, for real. The thing about platformers is that like I've seen in my lifetime, I'm sure everyone in the chat room can also attest to this, is that like um the evolution of it from like Mario Bros and with the Duck Hunt to Donkey Kong Country to Donkey Kong 64. I think that would be like the most relevant way of, I guess, explaining where platformers kind of went to
Bro,
with the
same
3D
thing. Mario
world.
64. Holy shit. Whole new game. Beautiful game.
Yeah.
Also, that's a damn good one.
But you know what's crazy about it is like the way what most people don't, what I think most people forget is that the reason why we haven't had so many Donkey Kong Country platformer games is because Donkey Kong 64 kind of killed it. And here's how. So, Rare still was had like the IP, not like the IP, but they still had like the renderings of Donkey
Right.
Kong, and they still were like the proprietary. Oh, like pretty much Nintendo trusted them essentially. And so at the same time, Donkey Kong Country or Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo-Kazooie were being produced at the same time.
Oh fuck.
Yes. So
Because
if
Banjo
you look at-
Kazooie, am I mistaken this? That's made by Rare as well too, right?
it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
Yeah,
where this
okay.
is going.
Conker's Bad Fur Day, also created by Rare as
No
well.
way. What? I didn't know that. I played Conkers.
Yeah,
Dude.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Respect to Rare, bro.
So a lot of respect there, right? And so the thing is like, if you watch the development of Donkey Kong, it's just collect the bananas, right?
Right.
Donkey Kong Country 2, you got bananas, banana coins, DK coins, and Creme coins.
Right.
Donkey Kong Country 3, you got those 4 things, not Creme coins, bonus coins now, and then you have banana birds.
Right.
More things you have to collect. Donkey Kong 64, I don't know who made the executive choice here on this one. I don't know why, but what I do know is this. They decided to make the whole game about collecting all the things.
Oh god.
So imagine you have five monkeys. Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Tiny Kong, Lanky Kong, and Chunky Kong.
Right.
I still remember their names. Donkey Kong has yellow bananas, yellow coins,
I heard
yellow
about
balloons,
this. Yeah, Diddy Kong has the red bananas.
Red.
Yeah.
blue, purple,
I didn't
and
know about
green, I
that.
believe. But here's the thing. If let's just say I'm Diddy Kong, you're Donkey Kong. Your currency doesn't affect me.
Okay.
And my currency doesn't affect you, but we all as a sum have to go towards a certain thing. So it doesn't matter if you have 5 coins. 5 DK coins does not impact 5 Diddy coins. It's not collective.
My god.
But the grand total of it is effective.
Oh my god.
So for example, just to get so here's how it turned into a game of collect all the things, but fuck the gameplay, right? And a lot of the level designs were like, it's not until much later on where like you kind of see like, okay, this is where Banjo-Kazooie lost levels kind of snuck in a little bit
Right.
harder than before. So for example, the third level in Banjo-Kazooie is like a metal tube, like a sewer, kind of metallic, industrious place, right? And then when you get onto the Crocodile Island, it's nothing but that kind of a level, but with a remix to it for Donkey Kong.
Oh shit.
There's another level over yonder. I think it's in Donkey Kong Island's ear
Yeah.
cave. It has like 4 different seasons: spring, autumn, winter, summer, and whatever door you go into, it changes the seasons of that level,
Oh
right?
god, yeah.
There's a level exactly built just like that for Banjo-Kazooie too.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So they were messing around with this. They were just remixing ideas between the 2 video games. And it was kind of weird, but like cool at the same time, because like even Banjo-Kazooie has like a Egyptian theme level, and dead ass the second level in Donkey Kong 64 is an Egyptian themed level.
Yeah,
They
that's
look
kinda cool.
completely separate, but they're pretty much the same level designs. But yeah, the game suffered. Donkey Kong 64, it suffered from the collect all the things trap because no one wants to collect all those
Yeah,
things.
you
It,
just
it
want to
worked
play the
together.
game.
Yeah, it works together when like all my bananas and all your bananas go towards a pot, and then we can go and defeat the bad guy, right?
Right.
For that world. But our currency, as far as coinage or lives or whatever, doesn't match.
Which in the
Yeah.
meantime, while that shit was getting produced, Mario 64, it was play the game and get the star at the end. You know, which we wanted, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
speaking of which, of games like that, this isn't part of mine, but I'm just throwing it out there. Dude, Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they just decided, because they did it with Link to the Past, which again is another fun.
Bro, I don't know why the fuck they haven't remastered those games.
They did with Link to the Past. It's on the
No. I'm
Switch.
talking about Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Yeah, they never, and they know that's their best seller. I mean, it is, but it isn't. You know, like
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah. I used to have a copy of Ocarina of Time for the GameCube.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because it came out with Twilight Princess, I believe. Was it
No.
Twilight Princess?
Wind Waker and Twilight Princess came out.
Wind Waker.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me
Yeah,
being a
which,
little
by the
Zelda
way-
nerd.
Yeah, no kidding. Wind Waker was the first Zelda game I ever beat.
So,
But
fun
it wasn't
fact, I never beaten a Zelda game, and Ocarina of Time's my favorite.
Okay, Wind Waker was my second Zelda game. Majora's Mask was my first one. Okay,
Oh,
and then
I never played Majora's Mask.
it's hard.
I heard it is hard and is horrifying.
It is hard. Yeah.
You played
really
played
is.
Ocarina, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
thank God. Okay, I thought you were going to
Yeah.
say no. No,
yeah.
my favorite
I've
as well. A lot of people haven't played it because you need a Nintendo DS to play it. Dude, Phantom of the Hourglass.
Phantom
best
Hourglass.
fucking
Yeah.
Zelda ever. Best design because then you get to drive a boat and shoot shit. It's so good. It's so fucking.
To be honest,
Have its
it's
time.
one of the best. Like that game is one of the best sequels.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, Majora's Mask is all right. Majora's Mask, the only reason why I know a lot of players are going to hate me for this, but that 3-day rule in Majora's Mask, that's the only
Fucking
thing
moon.
that, like, that only one mechanic that I'm like, bro, seriously? Like, it took me a while to get there, but, like, I think I got to, like, the second level where you have to play as one of the big rock guys.
Yeah.
And then I just gave up on the damn game. I was like, this is a lot of fucking
Not
work.
built for this. This isn't even a game no more. This is a challenge.
Yeah, right. And then Wind Waker rolled around, and I thought when you get through the fortress the first
Right.
time, and then you get chucked across the water, and then you get on the boat and go to your first island. I thought that was.
The game.
I thought I did a lot.
Oh.
I thought that was the whole game. I thought that was the whole game. I went, okay, so remember forums back in the
Yeah.
internet days? So I went into like a Zelda forum,
Oh,
right? I found
fuck.
one of these like random one. Yeah, I know. It was the fucking Wild West, man. And so I'm typing, I'm like, hey guys, I just made it past the fortress and I made it to this island and it says I need to find a da 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 and I don't know how to do it. Am I anywhere close to the end of the game? The first comment was like, bro, you didn't even do an 1/8 of the game. You're not even a 16th of the game. Like not even a
You
1/32nd.
just started the game.
You just started. I was like, that was the tutorial? Like
Fun fact: Wind Waker is a what they would, I guess, say a certified hood classic, and I don't like
Yeah.
it. I don't like Wind Waker at all.
really?
I do not like Wind Waker at all. To
Is
me,
it
it
the
was just,
sailing?
I don't know, man. I just didn't like the art style. The gameplay is too.
Oh, yeah.
It's too meh for
It's
me.
It's a little dopey.
Where like Ocarina of Time, bro, it's like you start beautiful. First off, you have that amazing start screen, and
Yeah.
that beautiful music starts playing, and you're like, what is this?
Mhm.
And then like you go through the Lost Woods,
Uh-huh.
another classic, great song,
Yeah.
and it's like so talent. Anywho,
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, like when it comes to platformers or just adventure games in that era of time,
I'm a
yeah,
sucker for.
that's why that's where a lot of my OG like Tiz Peak, like if I want to like comfort food, that's another
Really?
place I would go.
Oh shit.
Yeah. If I
I
just want to
respect
just
that.
if I don't and if I want to even think less than that, then yeah, I go to text-based adventures. Because it's already a narrative that's written. I just need to just type and say, look around, grab
Right.
ball, give ball
Do
to
this.
frog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like something, you know what I mean? It's very simple. It's a very simple concept.
Right.
Yeah.
My last one is open world. I love open world
Oh,
games because it makes me just kind of, just like you said,
like
just
your
Fallout.
hunter games,
That too.
Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a sucker for I said hunter. Open world games.
Hunter Showdown. Hunter Showdown, right? Is that open world?
Hunt Showdown technically, I mean, it is, but it isn't. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Because like I look at open world as in you start the game and the world is yours. Where Hunt Showdown,
Oh,
you
okay.
start the game and the world's yours, but only for 15 minutes, and you better extract the hell out of there.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So kind of like Hunt Showdown, kind of like it is, but it isn't. It kind of falls in the category, you might as well say, of Battle Royale. You know, but it says
okay.
something close
Yeah.
and on you, you just gotta get the hell out of there.
Yeah, so I guess like what's the other one? Fortnite?
Fortnite, yeah.
Yeah, that's not an open world one either. I mean, because you have
it's
like this,
Battle Royale, yeah.
it's Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. Well,
Hunt Showdown,
okay.
like I said, Hunt Showdown isn't Battle Royale at all. It's just I wouldn't necessarily say it's open world either.
Okay.
But yeah, no. So open world, what I like to say is Fallout, which you know Fallout. Skyrim,
Yeah.
you know Skyrim, or Elder Scrolls.
Fallout 3, by the way. Fallout 3.
Ooh, so good. That's
Right?
Did you hear they're actually remastering that? I don't know if the rumors are true, but there is hardcore rumors right now saying that it is confirmed. So I don't know.
Oh, I would so play that.
I would buy it. I would buy it. By the way, you can't fast travel, Sean.
I'm never gonna let that down. Oh my god. It's the way that I beat feet across that stupid map.
I tell you what, you literally lived the life.
Hours and hours.
You literally lived the life, bro, like of a waste wanderer.
You know what? If Twitch was a thing back in like what was it? 2007, 2008?
Yep, right when that game dropped.
Everyone would have gotten at least an hour or two of me or 3 or 4 just rolling around town, making my way through the hood, walking fast.
Yeah, man. Seriously, yeah. Like Minecraft, Minecraft's an open world game.
Yeah.
I would even fight to say, in a way, Zelda is an open world game.
The newer
ones. Yeah.
The newer ones, yeah.
Because you just start the
Yeah,
game and
for
you
sure.
can literally go wherever you want, or you could follow the story, you know. So yeah,
Right,
I'm a sucker for open world. Nothing in specific, like not a specific game. I just like open worlds, you know, because it's just kind of like between you and yourself and the video game time, you know. Like if I feel like building a house today, I'm gonna build a house, you know, like.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you're reminding me of the Rona days where me and the boys would jump onto Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly.
And we would all go to our separate corners of the map and just do our own things.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
beat up and
Or
be
I
like,
would just
"Look
get
at
busy and
this."
just or I just go zoop over to their side of the map and be like, oh wow, this is really cool.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes you give each other challenges, like, okay, you get the food, I'll get the items, you get
Yeah.
So like I said, nothing particular. Short, simple, sweet, to the point. I like my open world games.
Sarah says Rust.
Oh God, no, not Rust. Rust.
What's wrong with Rust? I don't know Rust.
Okay. How about this? I want to live stream it. Very toxic community. Low key.
Really?
Racist. Low key.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah, dude. So Rust is an open world game. So Sarah, yes, you are right.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of memers on and shitlords on Rust where you just join an open world map and it's a survival game and like let's just say it like this. When you start out, and this is true too, this isn't me being over exaggerated. When you start out on Rust, you're naked and you have a rock. I could come up to you and I could be fully decked out with a weapon and everything. I could just dome you in the head and steal all your items. And you can respawn back on the map, but you'll spawn like different places. And then same case of scenario. Let's just say you have a pretty good, decent item selection. You have a house finally because you could build houses on there. And let's just say I'm fully equipped. I can literally dome you, take all your resources off your thing. And if I have strong enough stuff, I could blow up your house. And then if you have chests in there, I can steal all your shit in there too and just leave. That's Rust. But what made Rust toxic is it's all open mic, and they now have stuff where you could put like flags and put like big ass pictures and everything or drawings on your building. And was so the extreme did was so frustrating.
Was so frustrating to watch.
Yeah, because you have to grind as fuck. But anyway, on these flags or posters that you could literally have the whole world see.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be raw and true to the streaming community since we're live, most of the time you see fucking Nazi signs and just fucked up shit. Yeah, it's that kind of community because they just know like, we're shitting on you people. Not like that. Okay, that sounded even fucking worse. I didn't mean it like that. I meant like people within the server. People within the server. Yeah. Because 9 times out of 10, the people who are doing that within the server is people that's already fully decked out. And they know that they'll just kill you on sight and stuff shit. So that's not what I'm saying though. It's just the game is just toxic. It's a toxic game, and I'll never play it. I used to be highly addicted to Rust as well, and then once it just kind of switching over to people were just being memers and they just at the end of the day raid your shit. It's just annoying.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me. Okay, so what I'm picturing is kind of like when you're playing Battlefield, right? And you just downloaded the video game and you're either a stormtrooper or a rebel. You pop up and you just got like a little blaster, and then you just get like a laser through the dome because you're fresh meat and
welcome to Rust.
You got nothing. Yep. Right. Welcome to Battlefield.
Also, imagine Rust. You even have like locks and pin codes and everything. Imagine, let's put it in Minecraft terms. Imagine that in a Minecraft server, you make a server and 100 random people join, and that you can build on that server as long as you want. And let's just say that, but unlike Minecraft, there's no locks. Let's just say you build a house, I find your house, I can literally open up the door, take all your shit, run. That's Rust. Wow. That's literally Rust. It's literally just Rust.
Yeah. Because it also kind of reminds me of like back in the early days of playing, I don't know if you know like any, it's kind of like, it's like WoW's different, but RuneScape.
Yes. Yeah. It's exactly
very much like RuneScape.
It's very
where
similar.
It's open. Yeah, and I remember when I first tried playing RuneScape with my little brother because again, he was in one state, I was in another, and like trying to keep that open line open for the both of us. He was like, "Yeah, do you want to go RuneScape or rune hunting?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Right.
I just like made my character and I'm going out there. So the two of us leave town, go out in the middle of BFE, nowhere of RuneScape. He turns around and he goes, "Okay, here we go." And he walks up behind me. He murks me and takes all my things. And I like rage quit. I was like, have a great day, Steven.
They might have changed it now, but the last time I ever played Rust was like 2015, 2016. And there used to be a big thing. You can even look at it on YouTube because people used to make YouTube videos all the time about it because it's funny. People will make trap houses, like literally actual trap houses. Not the trap that you're thinking of. But what they would do is they will lure you in their house and be like, yeah, I'll give you, like, let's just say I'm talking to you on the game. I'll be like, dude, I will give you an AK-47 and level 4 armor and you'll be set and you could destroy other people and take their shit and be toxic. Yeah. What they would do is have you walk in their house and it will trap you. That it's like a jail and you can't escape. And as long as you're joining that server, it will spawn you in that house every single time unless you die. Yeah. So they might have fixed
Well,
that now because,
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, you're there forever. You're server locked is what it's called. Is basically, yeah. So every time, because there's multiple servers on, if that was like your main server and you had all the items, all the stuff, you're fully equipped, and somebody put you in their little trap house, every single time you join that server, you'll be in that trap house. And
that
unless somebody kills you,
wild.
because if you die, then you have the chance of, oh, do you want to respawn here?
Yeah,
or
but
respawn?
then I guess you're expecting someone else to come into the house.
That's what it is too. Multiple people. This dude that I've seen on YouTube before, he used to have multiple jail cells, and it was like 25 doors on one side, 25 doors on all, and there's just people in them, just server locking them. That's how toxic that game is.
The audacity. But you know what? You give people, I don't know, maybe if you give...
This is literally the definition of what happens to mankind if there's no government.
Well, I wouldn't even say, I don't know, like, well, there's clearly rules and laws to the framework of what you can do and what you can't do,
Right.
but clearly there's no moderation, or there's no, like, definitives of, like, well, I guess, I don't know, like, the exactitude of the game. I'm only guessing that
What base
it's
I'm telling you?
outlaw.
Yeah, it is very outlaw. Yes.
Yeah.
That is a perfect term.
I mean,
I'm glad that you made it.
It makes sense. It makes sense that, like, with outlaw rules, you're gonna get outlaw results. You know.
I love that Sarah brought up that conversation in this Twitch chat, because I love that is now go beyond our podcast, because for those who are video game lovers and video game nerds, I'm surprised you never heard of Rust, by the way. Rust is a very well-known game, by the way.
I'm gonna have to look this up. Maybe I do know it.
It's
and
on
It
Steam.
just doesn't.
But
It
yeah,
just doesn't live
a
rent free
lot
in my
of
head, I guess.
people who have just now heard what I just said are probably gonna be like, yes. Everybody has their time
yes.
on Rust, bro.
The bush light
Yeah,
of
exactly.
video games.
Because like I said, it's been an
Yeah.
old game, and to this day they still update it. I think it's still in early access, by the way. And yeah, as a result of
Really?
2025, there's still 116,000 current players on Rust.
That was my intro to open world. I thought they were all like that. Oh no, they're all. I mean, I guess, like, well, it's kind of like I don't know. My idea, like, how to put it like this. I've played Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Dude.
I don't know if anybody knows that.
Dark Souls 3
But-
though is the best. Elden Ring's the
But
best,
then-
actually.
But then I also watched people play Elden Ring, and I watched people play Lies of P, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, I tried the one time. It's not my gig, but I
Fun
can
f-
respect those who do play it, because I would rather watch them and just be like, wow, I have no idea how you guys
honorary
have
mention soul likes. I'm a whore for soul likes.
soul likes.
Yeah, dude. Like, listen. So, fun fact. I'll touch on this real quick, and then I'll let you.
No,
do
you're
your
fine.
last
You're
one.
no
I'm
worries.
sorry. A great topic that you just brought up. So, actually, honorable mention for me. Souls like. I love Souls like. I am a whore for it, and I was so down and determined.
So how
I-
much does wait? If you're a whore for it, how much does it take to get you into the car?
Oh, tell me that Elden Ring 2's dropping, bro. I'll be there. I will be there, dude. I love Elden Ring. Beautiful, beautiful soundtrack, beautiful gameplay, amazing game. Anywho, yeah, I will open the door for myself, like, and allow me. Like, no, so real quick, I played Demon Souls. Not all of them, just the first one. And then I played Dark Souls, all of them. And then I played Bloodborne. I mean, I played all the Souls, like, never understood them. I just thought, like, it's knight with sword and go. And I never understood how people played those games. With
Yeah.
that being said, I shit you not, Sean. This is a very true fact, bro. Not afraid to admit it. It sucks that I'm admitting it. I'm ashamed of it, but it's true. It's kind of like you finding out Fallout, the teleportation
Oh
thing.
yeah, the teleportation thing.
Exact same story. It took me, so mind you, Demon Souls came out like in 2006 or 7, right? And I've been playing it since, like back on the PlayStation 3, the whole 9 yards. And I played all these games, never understood them, never beaten them.
Mhm.
Elden Ring drops in 22, I buy it because I still buy Souls games. I don't know why. I'm like so down and determined, but yeah, I can't beat the first fucking boss. It took all the way to Elden Ring for me to be like, oh, it's just like Pokemon, where if you're a knight, these are the types of swords you want to use, and these are the types of armor you want to use. I thought it was like, yo, that's a pretty cool skirt. I'm gonna put it on my dude with a bow and arrow. And it's like, no, your dude is a tank, so he has to have body armor and a colossal weapon. I thought I could just throw bow and arrows, bro. I just never understood it. It took me all the way to Elden Ring to understand that. And then I didn't beat Elden Ring. I went back to Dark Souls 3, beat Dark Souls 3 because then it just like snapped a switch. Then I beat Bloodborne. Then I beat the other games. And then I finally went to Elden Ring. And then that's when my full love came to it because Elden Ring is so perfect. And by the way, another fun fact that I hate to admit too, I thought Elden Ring was an open world because Elden Ring is an open world game, by the way.
Okay.
I thought Elden Ring was just an open world Souls-like game. And then it took me literally 48 hours in game to realize, oh, there's a story mode to this. You go up this way. And then I was so overpowered that I was just going through like the first 5 bosses like in a couple hits. And I was like, I thought it was just free fucking roaming Souls-like. But yeah, that's it. Hop in the car. We're going to Elden Ring movie. Don't mind the kidnapping ropes. Exactly, T. All right, what's your third one, Sean? I'm sorry. We got
my
heavy
third one. No, you're
on
good.
that,
You're
dude.
good.
That was my fault.
I brought it up. Don't worry about it, my guy. No, I fucking love that, man. Last one. Survival horror.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I started with that. My bad. All right, let's hear it. Why is that, Sean?
Okay, so wow, man. It's the way that like for me it's about the narrative. I love survival horror has a really good way of telling a narrative. And video games like Phantasmagoria, I mentioned that earlier. It's all story based. Our tried and true and favorites, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, they have narratives involved. Right. Shoot, I just finished an indie game, speaking of indie games, called Hollow Body. And I give it a 5 out of 5 attempt of giving someone or a community who enjoys PlayStation 2 like video games, survival horror, a run for its money. And yeah, like the fact that it was produced, directed, written by the same guy, watching the credits of that video game, I thought it was going to be like one of those what do you call those movies where it was written, directed, produced, starring. What are those movies called?
I can't think of it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but like Steven Seagal does it all the time.
Yeah,
like vanity projects. I thought it was a vanity project. And like no, honestly, it's not even close to that. It's not even close to that. It was a full, well-bodied like experience that I sat there going like this. For as much as I was kind of almost on the edge of bitching and complaining about the if they just had a little bit more time to work out the hitboxes between your weapon and the monster, and if they just worked just a little bit more on the locking system, it would have been fine. But even at like the very, very end, where you are at the very last stage of the game, it goes off the Richter scale. I died like I think once. I'm gonna say twice, either between 2 or 1.
Okay.
Twice. I think I died like twice, and that was a bad on my part because I didn't realize. Now the whole game is like one of those games like in the classic horror genre where you have an item, you walk up to said item, you read the prompt, and then you do the thing, right? Or you apply the item. And well, I thought you were supposed to do that to the C4. No, you're supposed to stand away from the C4. And then
Oopsie daisy death. All right.
I didn't know that the igniter, but like the clicker to ignite the C4 was remote. It didn't tell me that information. How was I supposed to innately know that? Yeah. Right. So, it was a bit of a learning curve of what to do exactly with C4 this evening, but we figured it out.
Oh yeah.
Um, and even like subtle indie horror games too. There was this one that was very pixelated where instead of, and like you mentioned it before, instead of playing the protagonist, you're playing the enemy.
Yeah.
And it was
I
like,
kind
oh
of love
gosh, what was that?
those.
Right. It puts the shoe on it's almost like
I'm all right.
if I don't think, if I remember correctly, um I love reading, and I love reading stories, but like sometimes a narrative where instead of, you know, looking from the outside back, much like most video games where you're seeing the character and you're just observing what they're
Right.
doing here, some stories I've read that second person, where they're saying, you did this, you did
Ah,
that,
yeah.
you did this, your name is no
Yeah.
longer Raz Traffic, your name is Isaac or something like that,
Right.
and you're taking on that role as Isaac, and you're reading about what you're doing and interacting and what your thoughts are as you're reading this narrative, and then it's like you're watching the character, you are unraveling the mystery or finding out what's happening in the
Hell
storyline.
yeah.
I love those kinds of stories. I, yeah, it's either first person or third person for horror video games, but
Right.
I would love to see where, well, I guess in first person you do get the you part, but the thing is, because like it's you playing it, but I would love to see where a video game had a second person
Yeah.
perspective, and you get to see from another character's perspective what you had done in the video game. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
From the outside looking in. And I think there's so much more. Like you mentioned the monsters. Yeah, they could be a little bit campy, but like also, like with indie games, I think what the benefit of indie games are is that they'll take an idea and they'll freaking run with it, and they'll run with it, and they'll run with it.
Yep.
And the point in case would be like games like Madison, Layers of Fear, all the first person video games from
Yeah.
2014 to today. Like we have over a decade's worth of first person horror simulating games.
Yep.
And I don't know, like have we nailed it? Have we figured out like how to make those games any more scarier or something like that? I don't know.
That's very true.
One thing that I do think that is most scary, though, when it comes to survival horror or just horror games in general, is subversion. Subversion. If you don't know what
Okay.
subversion is, it's like this. Okay, you're Harry Mason. You're in the Midwich Elementary School,
Right.
and then you hear a bang, 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 bang in the locker,
Right.
and you open it, and a cat jumps out, and the cat rucks around, and then you hear rah 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 rah.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what happened to the cat?
Oh,
You
so it
don't know.
leaves you with that. What the fuck is
Yeah.
that? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
See, a lot of those
Right.
indie horror games have shit like that, where it's like, oh my
Yeah.
god. A lot of them, it's never the AAA title games, man. It's always like, fuck. But that's why I love that they brought back with Silent Hill 2 remake, because they did it. Is the same thing. You see something in the fog, and then you see something blood in the road. Now they made it more clear in the remake, but like then you just see this thing walking away. On the PlayStation 2, your mind's going. It's the fuck is that, dude?
Starts
Yeah,
unraveling. You
and
just
you're
start
like, that could have
reeling
been a
in your head.
person, that could have been a zombie, and then no, here it is. It's this freaking acid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So yeah, to me, like the best part is subversion, and also like, oh gosh, wow, there's this one game I've been listening to you, but I've also been thinking about this video game that was on the Apple II, and what like one of the first few Apple video games.
Like back
And it
then,
was also, yeah,
the only thing
like
that comes into mind, oh, no color.
no color.
Okay, I was gonna say System Shock, but
No, not even close to System Shock. but it was a trifecta. It was a part of a three-piece set of video games. And like anyway, like it had so many traps to dying that like even like me as a kid, I was sitting there going like this. Oh my gosh, like I'm panicking of going through this castle to go try to find my brother or sister in this
dot fossil.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it real fast. Apple
or I got
2 horror
Mystery House.
Game.
I got a lot.
Mystery House.
Mystery House.
Mystery House. Yes.
Okay. Oh God. Yeah.
1980.
Oh God. Yeah. I see that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's the one. Yep. That to me was a horrifying game. Now, mind you, that game is 8 years older than me, so by the time I got around to playing it, it was still like it's old. But I mean, like it still lives rent free in my head, just the images,
Right. Oh yeah, yeah.
It was way too difficult for me to play. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I didn't have any parental advisory at all in those days either, man. But yeah, not even survival horror, just horror as a genre.
There's so much potential in horror,
right?
like whether it's level designing, creature designing, story designing, all three, or there's so much potential there.
You know what? Okay, I don't know if they've ever done this, but what I would challenge someone to do, and I'd be more than glad to do the music behind it, okay, sound effects or anything, is if someone could do a survival horror interpretation of Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None.
All right.
Okay, so essentially the story is, Dom, there's like 8 or 9 people. They all get a letter. They're all going to this island that has this mansion in it, and it's just a mansion on the island, okay?
Okay.
They're all there to essentially deal with the loss of one of there's a whole there's one person. It'd be like you inviting me and like 8 other people to come to your house, but you're passed away, right? So we're all here to just kind of last hurrah you, right?
Right.
So eventually, so like the story describes everyone and yada yada yada, but everyone meets up in one room and everyone notices that there's like 8 pawns on a chessboard, and then the lights go out.
Oh, I seen this. Yeah.
And then one of the characters is found dead, and one of the pawns are missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I would love for that to be
that would
like
be kind of cool.
Almost kind of like the Dark Pictures anthology.
Mm-hmm.
Like those kinds of games.
Yeah.
If they could do that with an Agatha Christie story, like, oh my God, I could see that happening. That'd be so freaking cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, Agatha Christie's the gal who wrote a lot of the Poirot murder mysteries. The guy with the funny mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. 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 Oh my gosh, I could see that happening in a million. I don't know why I went off on a tangent about that, but that's just like popped in my head. I was like, oh my God, that'd be so fucking cool, wouldn't it? Like, I would want to solve that mystery and also die in the process.
There is something very similar. I can never find it again, but back when I was a kid on YouTube, I used to watch this YouTuber play a game just like that. It's kind of like mystery or what's that?
Murder mystery?
No, I mean, it is a murder mystery technically. Clue. It's pretty much like Clue. It's pretty much like Clue, but it's pixel art horror. I can never find the game to this day. I still try to find for it because I used to watch this YouTuber. Don't even know who it is anymore. I swear to God, it was Markiplier that played it, like old school Markiplier. May I remind you? Apparently it wasn't. But it's basically like Clue, but you are the murderer, and it was all pixelated style, like a PlayStation 1 graphics. It was so cool. It was so cool. Like you just like stab people, and it was so awesome, man. And like it was like people were finding out, but like you got to trap them in a room and just fucking stab them. It was a great game, and I always wanted to play it for myself because I always watch YouTubers play it. Until this day, I can never find the game again. I can't even find YouTube videos of it. I'm like, what the fuck was that? All I remember is this pixelated style.
And you're thinking to yourself, like, this has got to be like a pipe dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, swear to God.
Yeah.
And it sucks
That's
because it was like
wild.
I mentioned it on this podcast just now. It literally looked like I'm Scared, which is the pixelated horror game. Happy this one's
Yeah,
lasting
no,
long.
right?
Oh yeah, sorry, bro. We just been. No, it's not Jacksepticeye. It wasn't Jacksepticeye. It was definitely like Markiplier era type stuff. But I can't find it. It was like old.
Okay, well,
as
I'm gonna make
fuck.
that. I'm gonna make that a like. I'm pretty good at trying to find some old classic games, so I'm gonna see if I
Yeah,
can
like I
figure this
said,
out for you.
I mean, it's even on Steam's. I'm Scared. If you look at that game, it literally was the same design as that game.
Huh.
It was just you were playing as the murderer and you would kill people, and it was awesome, dude. It was so cool. I
That's
loved.
interesting.
Yeah, I loved. I swore it was Markiplier, but I loved his commentary on it. I wanted to watch the video for nostalgia. I could never find it again.
Speaking of Clue, I'm really good at playing Clue.
Is the game Intruder? Oh, it's a very old game if it is, but I just know it was like around
You
2000.
say very old, and I could. Don't say 2003.
No, like
Don't
well,
say 2003.
no. I was gonna say. 13,
I brought up games from
actually,
like
but-
1980.
I was gonna say 2013, but
It's the way that video gamers they act like a game from like 5 years ago is like old. Yesterday's news. There was a mother liquor. I was in their Twitch chat box, and I was like, oh yeah, like game of the year. That's totally gonna be Silent Hill 2. He's like, bro, that came out in 2024, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but it just turned to 2025. Like, when's the cutoff here for
When's the
game of the year? Like, this isn't like the fucking Grammys, motherfucker. Like,
right.
you know, like. Yeah, I was like, I think it was like in January too. I was having that conversation. So like
Oh,
it just
man.
released. And this motherfucker was acting like, oh, that game came out in 2024. That's not a new game anymore. That's old. I was like,
Motherfucker.
so is your mom. Like, yeah, if it wasn't Cluedo, it sounds the same. Yeah, no, Cluedo is the same as Clue. Yeah. Okay, so I got sick.
I'll be right back real quick.
No worries. I got sick last year. And it was like one of those like flus that just like hit me really freaking hard, and I did not have like any other way of like consoling myself or keeping myself busy or just like anything. And Clue, whatever you want to call the board game, that's what kept me like mentally stimulated while I was like sitting there going like I was like acting like I'm on my deathbed. I was like this. No, it was definitely Mr. Green in the kitchen with the knife. I'm talking to myself. Actually, I'm talking to Stella at the time. So like it was one of those moments where I was sitting there going that like I perfected Clue to the T. I can figure it out. I came up with my own little strategy of how to figure out what people got, what people don't got, I can assess people may have and what people may not have. I narrowed it. I will tell you this though. You will find out you will find out the people and the weapons faster than you will the rooms. Dead serious. That's the only part that like takes me the longest to figure out. But after that, like it's on like Donkey Kong. I can figure out Clue about 2/3, if not like 3/4 of the way done. But the rooms are the part that like usually screws me up. Yeah.
Well, is that it, my brother?
That is it, man.
All right.
So thank you to the audience. Thank you to Kobe 0600 300,
well,
aka Big Mike.
This is Big Mike.
Guy's always changing his name around. Want to thank Sarah Stumbles, the True TRG. Let's see who else stopped by in here.
Yourself, Rash
Um,
Traffic.
Yeah, you know the huge.
Guys.
Thank the moderators as well. By the way, guys, we will be doing our last one for the year. It's coming around the corner. We invite you all to come along and play with us because it is going to be one of those interactive ones for you guys as well.
It's going to be a drinking game as well for our last podcast for the year.
Absolutely. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on podcasts, on iTunes podcasts, on anywhere where you Spotify even. Anywhere where you hear us, we just appreciate you guys. Rastrophic, where can we follow you in the
You
things you
can
do.
follow me on Twitch, YouTube, the etc. That is Ratrophic, RATATROPHIC. And with that being said, I have one message to pop up real quick.
Yeah,
Sean. After this podcast or after this live stream of the podcast for my people on the side of Twitch, I just want you to let you know I'm going to end the podcast here, or I'm going to end the live stream here. Finish up with Sean real quick. We are going back live tonight, so make sure that you just keep on refreshing or whatever you're using to watch me on, because we are.
I'll be there.
Thank you. We are beating Fatal Frame tonight. I have 2 more chapters to do. So after this, like after what you're watching right now ends, I'm going to go right back live. So give me 30 seconds, please.
Yep, absolutely. For myself, you guys can follow me over at SeanGraves.net, theevilhour.com. That's for all things about the podcast here.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're not live. I was trying to shout you out. I mean, I probably.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
There you go. Hopefully.
No worries. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
and of course,
is that you?
Just pop in. Yep, that's me.
Okay.
Yep. Sean Graves over at Twitch. Sean Graves Music on Twitter, where anyone can read my twats. I'm trying to figure out how to say a past tense of tweeting. I settled on twats. Yeah, right. Right. But yeah, that's where everyone can follow me. Yeah, dude. Well, next time we will do the same thing we do every night. Survive. My name is Sean Graves, and this guy over here.
I'm Dominic / Ratrophic.
And we have been the Evil Hour. And until next time, unpleasant dream.
Make sure that you join next podcast because we're getting drunk.
Absolutely.
Dude, zoom way too much, bro. Fuck. Try Guys. That sounds familiar, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Ooh, do tell. Yeah. Yeah. I heard about that podcast. Never tuned in on it, but I was about to say, what's his ex? Who the fuck does that? The only thing I could think of is like you're literally just clout chasing, dude. Like you're like, because people are wanting to know, like, oh, well, what's the right? Oh my god. Right. Not only that, yeah, that you did, bro. Like, oh no. Oh, bless her heart, dude. What the fuck, dude? This is awkward. And who would think like, yes, this is great content. I can feel it. Right. Right. Mm-mm. Not from a piece of shit who obviously chose rock bottom. Yeah.